Welcome to my guide on how to completely rework the agility skill. And keep in mind, this will only go up until the level 65 mark. Afterwards, 65, you can just AFK the empty throne room for the best experience per hour at that level. Now, when you are first training agility at level 1, typically you'll be doing what I'm doing in the background, which will be the Gnome course. This gives about 7,600 experience per hour, which, yes, it seems high, but it's kind of low. And then before I show the methods, keep in mind that doing questing, doing the weekly circus, and if you're a main account, doing treasure hunts or anything, putting experience into agility is always better. But if you do not want to do all of that, I'll show you this one AFK method guide for just this part, and I'm going to be doing 4 other spots. Some are going to be AFK, some are going to be very click intensive, but I promise you no one knows all 5 of them. One person might know them all, which, oof, I'll be pretty lucky. So first off, of course you'll want to be at the Gnome course, and you want to go to the obstacle net. Next up, you might be able to see my mouse, so just hover over the obstacle net and then click on it. Once you find a good spot, just do what I did, zoom in and do the obstacle course again. Click. And then, that's about it. This is how you can do AFK agility at level 1. And then on screen right now, I will show you the experience per hour you can get by just AFKing this. And then again, remember, if you're actually doing the full course, paying attention and everything, you get 7,600 agility experience. And if you just AFK this method I'm doing right now, you only get 3,000 less, and you do not have to pay attention. And that's it. It's a super chill method that I'm pretty sure no one in the world has ever done this method before. And now, you want to ideally do this from levels 1 to level 15. But the next training spot requires level 15 agility. So you want to AFK the Gnome net until you have that. But there is a better method, however, it will require the greater Surefooted aura and even the basic tier. But for this method, you do not need the aura. And we will be doing the wilderness monkey bars. And again, this requires 15 agility. So once you're in the wilderness Edgeville Dungeon, you want to go north to the monkey bars. And again, this is in the wilderness, so only bring what you are willing to risk. And then very, very rarely you will see bots or iron accounts running to the air altar to charge like the unpowered orbs. So you'll be pretty good here. You could bring everything if you want. And then, who knows, I might make a PKing video of me killing people here. No, not really. And then you may need food if you are like a very low level. Right here, you want to zoom in. Like zoom in a lot. And then swing on the monkey bars. If you angled your camera correctly, you can just automatically swing to the monkey bars again. And then a very helpful tip is going to settings, interface, choose option menu, and then hide the NPCs. And then for here, now you can click on the monkey bars again. And hopefully you can line it up where you don't have to move like I just did. And then that's it. It's pretty AFK. You could try to line up my mouse to where I got it, as you should be able to see the cursor. although it might be a little hard to see given the background. And then, I mean, that's about it. This is a very viable method, but again, it requires 15 agility to do this. This is not really a good method, but it works if you do not have the short-footed aura. And now the experience rates per hour you can expect to get here is 10,000 experience. And remember, the Gnome course gives you 7,600 experience. So doing this saves you about 15 minutes every hour that you are training here. But of course, you won't be doing this for like 30 hours because you'll be on to the next training spot. Next up, we will be going to the Brimhaven Dungeon course. And remember, you can get to the Brimhaven Dungeon course from the Karamja lodestone and then run northwest. If you have not done the Karamja achievement diary, you will need to pay a whopping 300 coins to go down this ladder. And for this method, you will need the short-footed aura or the basic. Just remember, the basic lasts 20 minutes and the greater lasts 40 minutes. For here, you want to go south and use this rope swing. Now, once you did that, you are in the perfect position. You want to zoom in a lot and then have your character face west a little bit. And then a very important thing, you have to put your mouse over the rope swing, the western one, not the eastern one. Now, once you do that, click on the rope swing. For here, oh, what do you know? First time's the charm. That's it. I mean, if you zoomed in and angled your mouse correctly, the rope swing will be automatically set up for both courses, in which case you could don't spam click it because it might drag you out. So you want to just click every so often and to do this course. And then remember, the short-footed aura prevents you from failing any obstacle course. And conveniently, this is considered an obstacle course, which, I mean, it kind of does make sense. And you can do this from level 1 agility. So you don't really have to do the Gnome course. It's just if you didn't have that short-footed aura, you would do the Gnome course and then the wilderness bars. Now the experience rates per hour, this is amazing. It's 14,400 experience an hour of doing this. And keep in mind, this is with no bonus experience. Now, as you did see, the previous method required 15 agility, and I gave you 10,000 experience. This method requires 1 agility and gets you 15,000 agility experience. So I mean, like, that's a huge improvement. And you'll actually want to be doing this from levels 1 to 20. Once you get 20, you will be ready for the next spot. And that will be to go south. These next 3 courses I'm going to be showing you will be very click intensive because I have not found a method to do this. Now, once you're here, you'll have access to these floor spikes. And keep in mind, these do require 20 agility. And then you will need the aura for the rest of the methods shown as well. So over here, you want to click on the west side, and then east side, west, east, and that's about it. I tried my best to find like a method or a camera angle that I would face both east and west, but I was unable to. Let me see. I did even try the tag ticket where I'll tag the west one, and then since I'm in that camera, I'll be able to go to the west one, but it did not work out. So like I was saying, it's like this method, like that, but I just can't get this ticket dispenser to work. And then for the experience rates per hour, you can get 26,208 experience per hour, which, as you can tell, the experience rates are starting to get doubled up. Now, if you do not like these pressure pads, you can actually go north. And I did pass it. Oh, those darts that you do see require 40 agility. So if not, you'll want to go to the west wall and take that method to get to it. Okay, now for these pressure pads, the same thing like the floor spikes. You want to go east and west. Now the floor spikes are 26,200 experience rates per hour, but these ones are 28,392 experience rate per hour. So it's a little bit better, and it's 100% the exact same thing. And again, you do need to have the aura active. If not, you will be failing this a lot. And remember, if you do have bonus experience, you could be getting this to 56k experience rates per hour, which is amazing for a level 20 agility method. Now, you want to actually be doing this until you are 40 agility, in which case there's an even better method to do. So for that, you want to run west, kind of zoom out on your map a little bit, and you want to avoid these saw blades. It's fine if you get hit. It's only like a 50, I think, in which case you will be perfectly fine. And now we're at the best in slot training method, and that will be the spinning blades. And again, these do require 40 agility, and it's the exact same spot as the pressure pads and floor spikes. And if someone in the comments could find a method or like an area to click on where you can go both west and east in the same tile, that would be so grateful, because then this could technically be another AFK spot. So it would be like the Gnome course, the swing rope, and all that stuff previously shown. I just tried my best. I was unable to do that. Now, the experience rates per hour you can expect to get is 31,155 experience. This is extremely good. And again, if you have bonus experience, this is 62,000, and it only requires 40 agility. And remember, you can do this at 35 agility with summer pies, but you will be having to boost every single minute. And with that comes the end of the video for me showing 5 very underrated agility methods that needs to be known, as this is, well, all 5 of these methods are the best way to get 65 on a fresh account. It's just use the course accordingly to what, if you have an aura active or not. And the Brimhaven rope is the best spot to do, as it only requires 1 agility, and you get almost 15,000 XP per hour. With that, thank you all so much for watching this guide, and enjoy the rest of your day.